Promise to call me back real soon?
Don't I always? Listen, Serena, I love you very much, and I miss you. And will you, give your little sister a kiss, too?
Okay. Bye.
Rachel Locke.
You're missing some papers.
Scott?
Yeah, I got a folder here with about 10 pages in it. Your name on it.
Oh, man, so you have the case study that I've been working on. You know, I had no idea where I could have left that.
I found it here with the Chinese menu and the chopsticks on top of it over in the corner here.
Is it possible for me to come by and pick it up later? The article's due tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be around for a couple hours.
I'll see you soon.
Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute. If pretending we are back together means I have to clean up after you, forget it. Look at this.
Lucy.
Victor, what are you doing? What's that?
Lucy, do you remember those letters that Victor sent to me from the convent?
Oh, yes, of course I do. The ones with the little squiggly lines, the mathematical equations.
Exactly. Yes. Do you have any idea what happened to those?
No. Why?
The internet address that Scott found on Deevy's computer, we accessed that website, and it has the same kind of equations.
Those equations are apparently part of the Cobra project.
Holy asp.
Yes, it seems that Bordizzo and his associates have found a way to block psychic projections.
No, not a complete program, not yet. At least, as far as I can tell, they haven't completely worked the bugs out.
But we think that Victor may have.
Years ago, just before I was incapacitated by my illness, I was just on the verge of developing the correct computations.
But our theory is that once Victor's illness sent him into an altered state, he was able to perfect the formula.
I may even have actually written it out in a series of letters.
Oh, wait a minute. The letters that you mailed you from the convent.
Exactly.
Yes, unfortunately, I can't remember now what I wrote then. But if Monk and I are right, and if those letters do contain a viable computer program, we'll have everything we need to stop Bordizzo cold.
In other words, we really need to find those letters.
You don't have to keep calling me, all right? I'm doing everything I can to find those letters, but it's hard to get into the lighthouse when Kevin and I have broken up.
Eve, you don't sound very focused. Don't you want to see your son?
You know I do.
Well, then you'll come through on your end. No, one little reminder. If Kevin catches any wind of this, the whole deal's off.
Dr. Russo to labor and delivery. Dr. Robert Russo to labor and delivery.
Oh.
Easy.
Hey.
Looking a little tired. The bed too lumpy?
No, I'm fine. I'm just swamped.
Hey, you know, I don't mean to add to your stress level, but I kind of need a word with you.
Yeah, you know what? I'm really sorry. I know that I used up all the hot water this morning. I'll try and keep my showers down to 10 minutes, okay?
Yeah, well, you also left the toilet seat down again. So annoying. This is actually a little more serious than that.
Okay, what? You gonna evict me?
No, not exactly. But if you want to stay, you need to go visit Julie at Ferncliff.
I have to see Julie.
That's her stipulation. No visit, no room at the inn.
fine. I'll just go check into a hotel.
Miss Martini nights? Am I singing in the shower in the morning? How can you even think of passing all that up?
Dr. Rodriguez, 2715.
All right, fine. I'll go see her tomorrow, all right? You satisfied?
Well, why don't you go see her today? You're not going to visit some sleazy shrink, I hope.
So what if I am?
Come on, Eve. The guy is a loser. A loser with a major thing for another woman.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm going to keep reminding you until you get it through your head that Kevin betrayed you.
Look, I'm not saying that there's a chance that Kevin and I will get back together. But what if there were extenuating circumstances the night he slept with Lucy? Come on. What if he were drunk? What if Lucy were threatening to do herself harm? Or Scott? You know, and Kevin just needed to distract her.
Oh. Or what if Pat Buchanan got the Republican nomination?
Come on, I'm just saying that things aren't that simple for those of us who don't have lovers who live on lockdown wards.
That's pretty low, Eve.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Sorry. What can I do to make it up to you?
You could start by going to visit Julie. And give her a chance.
Lucy, nothing at all comes to mind?
Nope. If you have looked everywhere you're claiming to look, I can't think of any other place for you to look. Except maybe the linen closet.
The one place we didn't think to look.
No. It's worth a shot.
Well, thank you. I know it sounds weird, but see, Aunt Charlene used to keep all her special treasures in the linen closet, and so maybe I did the same thing, you know?
You think of those letters as special treasures?
Well, yeah, because Victor sent them, and Victor was your father, and because they were kind of the beginning of us getting closer and closer together.
Almost tore us apart, if you recall. I was so determined to keep Victor a secret, even from you.
Yeah. You know, you were so closed off at that point. I thought that maybe Ryan was resurfacing.
But you never backed away from me.
I cared too much. That's why when I found out where those letters were coming from, I, of course, had to go right to that convent.
And forced me to look at things that I buried since I was a kid.
I didn't force you. I think you were good and ready.
But I needed a friend to walk down that path with me. No one had ever done that for me before.
I was honored to be your friend.
You still are.
I'm glad to have you back.
There's nothing in the linen closet. Except, of course, linen.
Darn. Okay. Wait, maybe I took them with me when I moved out of here into Scott's.
All right. Then we have to go check the firehouse.
Whoop. Not so quick. How suspicious is it going to be to have you show up as your rival's house?
Oh, right.
Okay, wait a minute. I'll go. It's perfect. I can go and pretend that I need to get more of my things.
Lucy, just be careful. We have to be able to convince the people watching the firehouse that you and Scott are really broken up. Until we find those letters, we can't give up on this charade.
Hey, you making this yourself?
Yeah, it's a skateboard for Serena.
I didn't realize you were so handy.
Well, when I was in Canada, I did a lot of woodworking. I'm pretty good with my hands.
Yeah, that's great. What kind of was it?
Oh.
Oh, boy. Well, listen, you know what? This is like a water-based thing, so as long as it doesn't dry, you'll be okay.
You think I'm going to make it home in time?
Well, you know what? Why don't you just go upstairs? I'll go upstairs, get you another shirt, and we'll just throw that in the sink. Okay? Wait a minute. Hello?
Dad, the dumb kids at my school said I can't do an ollie on my new board.
What, are you crazy? Edward Quarterman can do an ollie. But it's, Serena.
I'm just going to go upstairs and get that shirt, okay?
I hate this stupid school. Why can't I come home?
Lucy own anything that doesn't glow in the dark?
I am here to pick up the rest of my things.
Well, what are you coming over now for? Can't you wait till I'm not around?
No, I can't. Come here. Oh, I missed you. I missed you so much.
Liz, let me just say one thing.
Scott? Scott? I couldn't find the shirt you were talking about, so I... Oh. Hi, Lucy.
So, what are you doing here, and what are you doing in my robe?
It's not what it seems.
Oh, really? I'm sure there's a very interesting story to it.
What difference does it make? You know, I mean, if you got a problem, why don't you go home to your shrink and shrink it out?
Look, excuse me, I'm just gonna go wash the paint out of my blouse.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to tell me what the heck is going on here?
Oh, just take it easy here, all right? She came over here, she brought me dinner last night, and then she left some important papers over, and she called me and said she went home and get the papers, you know? Then I'm working on Serena
Okay,
Escape.
stop it. That's not the point. The point is we have been broken up for less than a week. Why is she bringing you dinner?
Never mind about that, will you? I love you. You know how much I love you, but we gotta pretend that we're still fighting, for crying out loud. Otherwise, this isn't gonna work.
Oh. Right. Okay. I am so sorry that I interrupted your little girlfriend and you at whatever you were doing, but I need my clothes, so I'm gonna go get them. I don't care what you say.
Go!
Fine! I'm going! I'm going as fast as I can!
Dr. Glickman, 556.
What are you doing here, Collins?
Dr. Ian Glickman, 556.
None of your business, Ramsey.
Well, if it's about Eve, it is my business.
Gee, and I thought chivalry was dead.
Hey, wait a minute. What is this, a big joke to you? Do you have any idea how much pain you've caused?
Yes, I do, which is why I'm trying to make it up to Eve, and I don't want any interference from you.
Why don't you just go home, take your winnings with you? I mean, Lucy's the one you've always wanted. It's clear that Eve was just a rebound relationship.
Because I still love her.
No, but you love Lucy more. And I'm happy to report that Eve is finally coming to her senses.
Do you know where she is? I really need to talk to her.
Oh, well, that's too bad. She's not here.
Then where is she?
She's off visiting my wife.
I heard you and Kevin broke up. I'm sorry. Chris didn't tell me much, but I got the feeling Lucy was involved somehow. Well, this never would have happened if Lucy had stayed out of town.
She's back in Port Charles?
Look, Julie, I know that you didn't invite me here to gossip about Lucy, so let's just clear the air, huh? You want me not to move in with Chris, correct?
Well, it is a little strange to have my husband sharing his place with another woman. But I trust Chris.
Oh, I see. So it's me you don't trust.
This isn't about your past.
Oh, great. I'm only here a minute, and already you get in a dig about me being an escort?
You know, I didn't mean it that way. And don't some things deserve to be left in the past? Prostitution or murder? I didn't murder anyone. Greg Cooper brainwashed me into thinking I did. Do you have any idea what it feels like to have someone manipulate you like that?
I do have an idea how awful it could be if that's what happened to you.
You still don't believe me?
No, I don't. But I have a feeling that Chris does. I love Chris, and he loves me. Why can't you see that? And you know, I didn't invite you here to make you beg for a place to live. Okay, then I give up, Julie. Why am I here? Because I know how important you are to Chris. And how can I build a life with my husband when his friends hate me? This is just another one of your schemes. You're pretty convincing. It's not an act. And I wish you'd give me a chance to prove it.
A crime has been committed.
The fall killed her instantly.
Who did this to Catherine?
Who is the prime suspect?
Are you sure you didn't push her off the parapet?
Luke, did you have anything to do with this?
You think that I had...
I don't think that.
Catherine was carrying my child.
You would have been furious if you learned it was a lie.
Who killed Catherine? This week on General Hospital, ABC Daytime.
I guess I'm just going to have to send for the rest of my things later. But there are, Scott, a few things I need to discuss with you alone.
I was leaving anyway. Thank you. Thank you for finding my papers. You're a lifesaver.
You're welcome.
And Lucy, thanks for the robe.
Well, I'll see you later.
Okay, so long.
Well, I will be burning this. I hate that woman sliming herself all over you.
Oh, come on. You know I only have eyes for you.
I know that. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm overreacting a little bit. I just miss you, and I hate being away from you and from our girls.
That's why you're here, because you miss me?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons.
Well, what's the other reason?
Okay, listen, you're gonna like this. You hit pay dirt when you went to New York. Those computer equations you found at DV's,
Mm-hmm.
Victor thinks they are definitely related to the Cobra project.
So those numbers all add up to something?
Yes, the something seems to be the computer. It's a version that tells those psychic projections how to stop, to block them. At least partially, though. See, DV doesn't have the whole computer formula thing worked out. But Victor did work it out. When he was sick in the convent, and he wrote it down in letters he mailed to Kevin.
Victor popped something like that, top secret in the mail?
Yeah, well, you know, it's Victor.
Ah, great. We gotta get a hold of those letters before they fall into the wrong hands.
Nurse Hartman, 47.
Have a clipboard.
Nurse Donna Hartman.
I see your trip to Ferncliff was relatively quick. Hope it was just as painless.
Well, not a knife wound on me. See? Ta-da! I'd say it was a success. In fact, I think that she might
Might what?
be in love with you. Mm-hmm. Did anyone come looking for me while I was gone?
Not that I know of.
Back to rounds, I guess.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, whatever.
Julie Ramsey, please.
Dr. Curtis, 5517. Dr. Fritz Curtis, 5517.
Hey, it's me. You did nice work today.
Oh, what did Eve say?
Well, she's not a full member of the fan club yet, but we made progress.
I've got a good feeling, Chris. Things are finally starting to go my way. Eve told me Lucy and Christina are back in town. And if I can just get through this competency review, I'll be that much closer to being with you and my little girl.
Dr. Carby, 410 East. Dr. Sherry Carby, 410 East.
Oh. I was hoping you'd sneak by.
Don't tell me Chris didn't tell you I was looking for you.
Apparently, it slipped his mind.
Well, I guess he meant it when he said he didn't want you spending time with a dog like me.
Don't say that about yourself. It was hard enough hearing Chris call you a dog.
You know, I know this whole phony breakup thing was my idea, but if I ever mention anything even remotely like it again, ignore me.
There's got to be some other way to get Davy out of our lives, Kevin. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be.
Let's just try and remind ourselves it's all an illusion.
There's nothing I want more than for this whole thing to be over.
Well, I might have some good news after all.
Oh, good. Anything, please.
Some letters that Victor wrote to me some time back.
Letters?
It might be a way for us to derail DV. What is it? I thought you'd be happy. You look worried.